So, shaken up from that, eventually I find the road heading towards Lyon and get onto the slip road. And I'm really, really tired by now. It's something like 6, 7 in the morning. It's daylight now, but just feeling so knackered. So I got my thumb out and I'm there for about an hour, hour and a half, and eventually this car pulls over. I think, thank God for that. So I pick my bag up and I run after it. And I lean in through the window and I said, Leon. And this guy goes, you sing? And I was like, what? Are you going to Lyon? You sing? I said, what do you mean I sing? He goes, can you sing? You know, la 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 la, can you sing? I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm so tired. I can't be done with all this. And I thought, yes, no, yes, yes. I thought, anything just to get in the car. I just want to go. He goes, okay, get in. So I got in his car. I'm sat there and the engine's ticking over on the slip road, this really busy motorway. All these cars flying past at 100 kilometres an hour. And we're not going anywhere. And I'm like, we go now? We go, Leon? He goes, you sing, I drive. I'm like, what? He goes, you sing, I drive. You no sing, I no drive. And he put on this cassette. Obviously, it's back in cassette days.
Yeah.
And Eric Clapton comes on. It was an Eric Clapton's album. And he goes, you sing, I drive. I'm like, you're fucking joking. So I was like, Layla comes on. So I started mumbling along the words to Layla. And he starts crawling along at 5 miles an hour. All these cars whizzing past, blaring their horns, everyone getting really angry at him. And so I sang a bit louder, just shouting, Layla and all that. And so he drove faster. And so I worked out, the louder I sing, the faster he drives. And every time I tried to go quieter or stop singing, he just literally started slowing up and stopping in the middle of the motorway.
That's so weird.
And he did that all the way to Lyon.
How long was the journey?
Well, the cassette went round, and bearing in mind it's the whole album,
Yeah.
went round about 4 times. So it's like about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Was it Eric Clapton's greatest hits?
I can't remember. It was just one of his albums. I just remember Layla because that's the one that started off on. And I just had to, even when I didn't know the words, I just had to keep making a noise, like along with the tape, And yeah, he didn't say anything the whole way, and he made me sing the whole damn way to Lyon. And eventually he dropped me off outside of Lyon. And of course I still had no money to get any transport or anything, so I had to carry on getting lifts. I thought I'd try and get to Amsterdam, where my sister was living at the time. So I got the next lift with this beautiful French girl who'd just flown back from Brazil, and she took me out to dinner.
Wow.
Because she had this company credit card. She says, no, it's all on the company. You have whatever you want. So she took me to this really fancy restaurant, even though I looked like a bag of shit. Just a disaster. And then I got loads of different lifts with lorry drivers and all sorts of different people. And it ended up in on the edge of Holland, and it was minus, about minus 12. And I was sleeping rough. It took 2 more nights, I think. So I slept in a football stadium and behind a garage. I remember I woke up behind a garage and my whole sleeping bag had just turned to ice. And I couldn't undo the zips or anything, so I just slither out of the sleeping bag. And eventually I had to give up and head towards the coast, where I managed to hitchhike across the channel, got a lift, and I slept in some toilets on the M25, I think. Which is one of the nicest places I'd slept in about a week.
That's mad.
It was lovely. I slept under the urinals, and it was really warm. It was the warmest, driest place I've spent in a week. I have a really fond memory of those urinals.
Have you been to that services since? Do you go in there just to visit?
I wish I could remember exactly where it was, and I would. I'd go and pay homage to it, but I can't remember now. And because I remember I got a lift with this. I think that was why I ended up at these services. I think it was on the east side of London, because I got a lift with this Turkish lorry driver. I think I went up to him in the service stations, one of the service stations, and asked him if I could have a lift. And he said, yeah, no problem. So I got in his truck, and he started going the wrong way around the M25, or wrong way for me, right way for him, and started going the other side of
What a
London.
nightmare.
And no matter how much I shouted at him, I couldn't make him understand that I needed to get out because I was going the wrong way.
Yeah.
So I ended up going for about 3 hours, ended up on the east side of London.
Oh my God, you must have just wanted to
And
get
then
home at this point.
Well, that's what I was trying to do, my
Yeah,
friend.
I was just
trying
just
to do
like,
that.
you must have just been absolutely at the end of your tether.
Yeah, and I had eventually got off, and I had to go and hitchhike all the way back round again the other way. It's probably my fault. I was probably, I don't know, hitchhiking on the wrong side of the motorway. You know what I mean? It wasn't everybody else's fault. But like I say, I mean, I was young, and this was all, new to me. All this sort of this hard traveling business, and it was just yeah.
Makes for a wicked story though. I remember you telling me that story for the first time because, like we were saying earlier about how songs remind you of things, we were at work and Layla came on and I remember you going, God, this song reminds me, and that's how you first told me the story because it came on the radio. But yeah, that's a wicked story.
Oh God, yeah.